T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video Productions presents the Orlin and Cohen Boys Basketball Game of the Week. Today it's a semifinal game in the Nassau-Suffolk Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Basketball with the Gals of St. Mary's taking on the Chaminade Flyers. Hi everyone and welcome to Nold Hall here at Farmingdale State College for today's boys basketball semifinal, Nassau-Suffolk Catholic High School Athletic Association. Mike Trezza on hand, along with the coach, Mike Adome. And St. Mary's takes on Chaminade. Let's talk a little bit about this St. Mary's team, Mike. They're really on a roll coming into this contest.
Definitely hitting their stride at the right time of the year. We spoke with the coaching staff yesterday, very excited about this game. You got to start with number one, Jagger Bascom, senior guard out of Franklin Square, 6'2", described as a quiet kid, but he does not have a quiet game.
Bascom had a crazy good game in the semifinals, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 5 steals, 4 blocks. Really filled up the stat sheet that night, 3 assists as well. And for Chaminade, Mike, they've been playing the same style of movement on offense, basketball for years now, and really a lot of talent, a lot of size up front. They come into this game the number 1 seed with a mark of 17-7, 10-2 in league play this year.
Led by number 24, Devin Dillon, 6'1", senior guard, described by his coach as one of his favorite kids to coach ever. He started every game in high school, does a little bit of everything. Chaminade is a wonderful team to watch. They play basketball in a really fundamentally sound way, and Devin Dillon's going to show you that tonight.
We're going to step away and be back with the opening tip and all the action right after this. This is semifinal playoff basketball on T&D Sports Video, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Incredible pass. Look at Johnson on the other end. And then a goal back for Farmingdale. Double comes every time Spallina beats it.
He's got to give it up. He does to his brother, who scores.
Spallina to Spallina.
We have Leonetti behind her. Batika fires and a save by Bowden. Her 4th already.
4th in 7 minutes. And another one!
Oh my, what instincts! And then her
Minning score!
Gives it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores!
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Starters now being introduced for this boys semifinal game. We'll take a look at St. Mary's first. They'll start with Jagger Bascom, who we highlighted in our opening. Up front, along with Aaron Durant and C.J. Darby. In the backcourt, it's Miles Herbert and Elijah McMillan. For Chaminade, they'll start with Cameron Elliott in the backcourt, along with the Dillon brothers. Devin, as Mike mentioned, is the older brother. His younger brother, Kyle, in the backcourt with him as well, will handle the point. Up front, it's Ricky Gunther and Joe Knaus, the three-point specialist. Taking a look at our coaching matchup, it's Coach Ira Hunt for St. Mary's and Coach Dan Feeney of Chaminade.
As you mentioned, Mike, number 40 for Chaminade, Joe Knaus. Big guy, but boy, he can stroke it from the outside. They'll be looking at him early and often to get going from the three-point stripe. Last time these teams played, it was literally a track meet, 104-96. That's a lot of points for any game, but especially a high school game.
Taking a look at our officials for this semifinal game, our referee Kevin Foreman, our other officials Steve McDade and Reggie Spencer. This should really be a good one, Mike. Talking to Coach Feeney during the week, he says that numbers 1, 2, 3, and maybe even 4 and 5 at the top of this division are not separated by all that much, in his opinion.
Absolutely. St. Anthony's took care of Chaminade at home last week. Coming into this time on this big court, we saw it earlier with the girls. Anything's possible.
Chaminade, as I mentioned, the number 1 seed. They're in the yellow, red trim. St. Mary's in the blue. Chaminade will go left to right here in this opening half. Knaus fanned on the tip. Inside quickly, Durant puts the first basket in.
St. Mary's in a little bit of a matchup zone, man-to-man. We spoke to Coach yesterday. He said he was going to mix it up.
Knaus for 3. He connects.
So much for having to get warmed up in this big gym. Nice to have that, Mike.
Durant up top, Herbert. Herbert looks inside, now dishes right wing Durant. They try to feed the post to Bascom. Bascom, it hangs on the rim, won't drop in.
Early look to Bascom there. Wouldn't fall.
Gunther, nice feed. Knaus for 3. Yes, sir. 2 for 2 from outside.
2 for 2 and nobody within his area code, which can't be a good sign for St. Mary's to leave him wide open.
Here's Durant. Stops, pops. Too strong. Knaus clears the glass.
You can see not a lot of half-court basketball today.
Durant with the steal and the lay-in.
A little bit of everything there from Durant. Good defense. Guarding the ball, putting pressure.
Chaminade up by 2. They swing it around left side to Devin Dillon. Nice feed inside to Dillon from Elliott.
Absolutely great cut on the inside, reverse layup.
Drive inside by Bascom, and he's fouled on the way to the basket.
You're seeing the replay, Mike. Good back screen, catch in the paint and score. A little bit of contact, but he was still able to make it.
Knaus is called for the foul. That's his first on the team, as Bascom at the line drops the first one in.
Good sign for St. Mary's to get him on the line early.
Jagger Bascom, the senior out of Franklin Square, hits them both and makes it an 8-6 Chaminade lead. Here's Kyle Dillon on the dribble to his left. Knaus for three. That time is too strong. It's chased down by Dillon. Over to his brother. Tried to get it inside to Elliott. The ball sails out of bounds, and it's go over to St. Mary's, as St. Mary's is already looking to the bench for Andrew John, who checks in.
So Joe Knaus is human, missed that shot, but Chaminade did a great job on the offensive boards.
Elliott. Kyle Dillon. He bounces it in from the right corner.
Got the friendly roll off that one. Good sign early for Chaminade with their outside shooting.
Durant over to Bascom. Back to Durant. Now McMillan. Left elbow jumper, no good. Knaus with the rebound. Elliott for three.
Boy, Chaminade has come out firing today. 12 of their 14 from behind the stripe. That was from deep.
4 out of 5 from downtown. Bascom lays it up but can't get it to go. Here's Dillon. Dillon gets fouled on the way to his rack, and that's going to be called on Herbert.
Herbert did a good job getting back, trying to stop it. Chaminade, though, moving it up with a 3-on-1 before you knew it. This is going to be one of those games, Mike, where I think you can't just take a breath. You got to keep going and going.
Devin Dillon. 74% free throw shooter. Hits the first one. Dillon will get another. He makes that one count. And Chaminade is up by double digits already.
An early 10-point lead.
Here's a shot from the left corner, and that's hit by Serrano, who just checked in.
Can't ask for more to have a guy come in off the bench, drill 3.
Nice backdoor. Elliott goes up for the shot and is fouled by Durant.
Actually, I think they let one go, Mike. No foul in the play. Nice recovery.
Chaminade keeps the ball, though. They'll inbound with Kyle Dillon. Elliott drives the paint, lays it up, and is blocked. Nice block that time by Serrano.
Serrano's come in, done a heck of a job. You see right here, goes under the screen, recovers.
Knaus, nice dish inside. Offensive board, Chaminade. Back up top, Knaus. Too strong that time, and it's pulled down by Andrew John.
Knaus trying to pull the trigger from the three-point line of the college ranks. Didn't seem like that was any problem. Slight miss, but Chaminade still controls, up 7.
Get there, Joe. Get through, Joe.
4 minutes left in the first. Nice dish inside. Dillon to Dillon. It's a Dillon concert.
I think we're going to have that connection going on quite a bit tonight. Quick timeout by St. Anthony's. 18-9, you see right here. The brothers working. Great drive to the basket, back cut. No defense to be found.
We'll step away and be back with more right after this. Chaminade up by 9.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Car. John Flynn in by Flynn. Chaminade up by 9. St. Mary's inbounds. St. Mary's a little too much individual play early on.
Good work here.
Here's Durant straight ahead for 3. Too strong. And Gunther clears the boards.
St. Mary's ran a nice weave set, but still settled for the 3.
Once again, Devin Dillon inside.
Mike, when you're working as hard as St. Mary's is to get a shot off, and Chaminade just comes down and drops a layup on you, it's big
Here's
trouble.
Serrano off the front of the iron. Offensive board, Bascom. Gets the roll and gets the foul.
Sweet drive right there. Caught the ball deep. Took the hit. Made no difference. Went up and scored.
Devin Dillon whistled for the personal. Jack Connolly into the game for Chaminade. First man off the bench. As the free throw is put in by Bascom. 20-12. 3:11 left in the first. Devin Dillon goes to work to his brother. Right-handed reverse goes.
Boy, Chaminade putting on a clinic right now about how to spread the floor, drive the hoop, and score easy.
Here's a steal by Devin. Loses it. Elliott picks up the loose change, and it's back the other way. Serrano banks it in.
Tough shot over Canals right there.
22-14 as Connolly brings it up. Hands off to Elliott. Connolly left wing. Devin drives into the corner for Elliott. 3 is too strong, and Bascom controls.
Jagger Bassman very smooth, does it all.
Drive inside, won't go. But it stays with St. Mary's. Wyckoff into the game for Chaminade.
Mike, you can see number 1, Jagger Bascom is doing a really solid job of getting to the basket, taking the hit. Could have had a foul there, but didn't.
Herbert over to Serrano. Now Herbert dribbles outside, leaves it off for Elliott, or for Durant, I should say. Herbert, now Bascom, Serrano for 3. No good, back the other way is Connolly. Elliott up top, Connolly, drives the paint, gives it off left baseline. They try to find Elliott inside, it's knocked away. Back the other way, St. Mary's. Bascom splits defenders and puts it in. He's got the moves like Jagger.
He sure does. He doesn't need to be started up today.
22-16. Devin Dillon, left corner Elliott. Shot is short. Dillon rebounds. Contact inside, no call, but Devin Dillon puts it back up.
Could have easily been a foul right there, but Chaminade still working, comes up with the loose ball.
Bascom. Now to Herbert. Herbert into the lane. Lefty shot, no good. Tries to get his own, but it's back the other way, Devin Dillon. Connolly drives the paint. Lefty banker, good.
Strong move by Conley right there.
Chaminade once again up by 10. Bascom backs up on the dribble.
Looks like they'll hold for 1.
Down to 12 seconds. Serrano, jumper is short. Back the other way, Devin Dillon. To Kyle. To Elliott. Right corner 3. No good. Wyckoff tried to put it back, but it's going back over to St. Mary's under a second to play.
St. Mary's pulled the trigger a little too early, I think, on that shot down the other end. Chaminade was able to get an easy 3-point look, which would have been really a tough one to come back from.
Bascom is going to let it die. And after 1 quarter of play, Chaminade up 26-16. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Lola's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the return. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Mike Chaminade doing a great job of spreading the ball out early on. Canals leading the way with 6.
Amazing start for him. Hit his first 2 threes. Then they were able to spread the floor out, cut back door, a lot of great drives. Just a clinic on how to work half-court basketball.
And St. Mary's, on the other hand, a little too much, as we mentioned in the first quarter, too much individual and not enough spreading the ball around.
Yeah, interesting. Just running a little weave. Someone goes under it, they're going to take a shot. If they go over, they're going to the basket.
Kyle Dillon looks inside. Knaus over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff is knocked down, no call. Scramble for it on the ball, on the floor. Durant comes in and grabs it away, but we've got a tie up, and it's going to send the ball to St. Mary's.
Great hustle by both teams. You see Jagger Bascom, though, not a great sign for St. Mary's. Down on the floor. Going out to check on him right now.
Bascom is going to have to come out. Herbert is already checked in to replace him as Bascom gets up, obviously in a little discomfort.
Good sign. Looks like his forearm, either that or maybe got the wind knocked out of him. But absolutely not a great sign for St. Mary's, down 10 early second quarter.
St. Mary's really put a hurting on Kellenberg in their quarterfinal game, 74-59 final at their place. Justin Mompoint also in for St. Mary's. His 3 straight ahead won't go. Wyckoff drives the baseline, gives it up right corner. Ricky Gunther for 3.
St. Mary's staying with the man-to-man, giving up a lot of points here early. See if they go to a trap or try to change it up.
Serrano looks inside, gives it up Herbert. Herbert launches for 3. Too long, and it's pulled down by Wyckoff.
You hit it on the head, Mike. A little bit too much individual stuff.
Connolly almost lost it behind his back. They grab him, and the foul is going to go on Serrano.
Yo, hey, find out.
Chaminade once again out of this, going to spread the floor.
Chaminade around the perimeter. Connolly stops at the foul line, tries to get his own, but instead it is Herbert who comes away with it. Nice drive inside, nice block by Wyckoff.
See, strong drive, great defense right there.
Devin Dillon checks back in for Chaminade.
And Jagger Bascom back for St. Mary's. That's a good sign for them.
Durant is going to trigger in. Baseline drive counted for Herbert and the foul.
Certainly a foul there, but that's a generous give for a three-point play.
Devin Dillon picks up foul number 2. Can't believe it's on him, but in either case, Miles Herbert steps to the line as Kyle Dillon, unsure about whether he's in to replace his brother, comes back to the scorer's table.
Correction, the foul is on number 3, Jack Connolly.
Yeah, they corrected the foul call, Mike. They called it on Connolly instead of calling the second one on Devin Dillon, which would have been big.
Would have been big. Good for them to get together and correct that. St. Mary's pressing up here a little bit.
Pressure is easily handled by Chaminade. Dillon's on the drive. Actually, that's Gunther. His shot is short, and it's going over to the Gales.
As you mentioned, Mike, they handled the pressure pretty easily. Had a difficult time finishing. Change of pace is always good for a defense, though, from St. Mary's at this point.
Durant dribbles out high. Now gets it inside to Bascom, who's back in. Herbert for 3 from the left wing.
Herbert making Chaminade pay for leaving him open.
Here's Gunther with the drive, banks it home.
Fantastic job by Chaminade getting the ball up the floor so fast.
St. Mary's quickly back the other way with Durant. Up top, Bascom. Durant, right wing 3, too strong. Pulled down by Wyckoff. Devin Dillon has his pass stolen by Bascom. To Durant. Herbert throws it in.
Smooth drive, faked the 3, drove the middle, dropped it down.
Now St. Mary's turning up the heat defensively. Dillon fakes the pass and then drives, draws contact on the way to the rack.
Only problem with St. Mary's pressure at the moment, Mike, is they're doing a solid job in the front court, but once Chaminade breaks it, they have a 3-on-2 most every time. They're finding the open man, making the right decision, taking the ball to the basket. Made the game a little bit closer, but if it's a free throw game, I think the edge has to go to Chaminade.
Devin Dillon at the line, the senior. As Mike mentioned, started every game in high school. Bounces that first one in. Kyle Dillon is back in, so is Cam Elliott.
I'd be curious in the history of Chaminade how many players have started every game in their career. That's an impressive stat.
Gets the second one down. Flyers back up by 9. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Miles Herbert to McMillan, who's back in. Now Serrano for 3, way off the mark. Back the other way is Wyckoff. Dillon for 3 from the left wing. Actually, it's Ricky Gunther for 3.
Uncontested 3.
Drive inside by Bascom. Can't get it down. Back the other way is Devin. Outside Knaus. Finds his space for 3 off the front of the rim.
Chaminade content with the offensive rebound. Kick it out.
Knaus is off the mark again. This time Herbert comes away. To Bascom. Can't get the banker home. Knaus with the rebound and throws it away. To Herbert. Serrano. Inside to Andrew John. Can't hit the layup. Nice ball movement, and Elliott with the lefty banker.
Beautiful 2-on-1 in transition. There was no doubt that was going in.
Chaminade up by 14, and Ira Hunt wants a 30-second timeout as we'll take another look.
See this beautiful breakout, Mike. Solid bounce pass. Cameron Elliott with the finish. St. Mary's never had a
Chaminade's been
chance.
doing that the whole first half. Great ball movement, great movement without the ball.
Really is. St. Mary's seems to be content just to kind of swing the ball, take a three when it's somewhat open. You can see Chaminade just daring them to shoot from the outside. Chaminade then in transition, finding a lot of success. Also, their half-court offense has been fantastic. You mentioned it many times, back cuts, spreading the floor. St. Mary's just working too hard on both ends.
Mike, I never thought I'd say it about a Chaminade playoff game, but it almost seems quiet in here. After that girls' game, those Sacred Heart fans were absolutely berserk.
And they had a right to be. Huge upset over St. Mary's earlier today. But once again, a great example of team basketball.
Here's a steal. Connolly drives to the basket and is fouled on the way by Herbert.
You know, coach's worst nightmare, and my friend Bob Hazelton pointed this out to me when we were first coming up. You call a timeout, you come in and try to run something, get a steal against you. It's just a killer.
Jack Connolly, a 5'10 senior out of Manhasset, gets the first one down. Connolly with the quick hands on D on that play and is rewarded with the trip to the line.
Chaminade inserting themselves on both ends of the floor.
Connolly gets them both down. Pumps it up to a 16-point bowl. McMillan looking inside, feeds the post. Turnaround banker, no good. Back the other way, Chaminade. Knaus, nice feed to Gunther for the reverse layup.
St. Mary's almost looking dejected at this point.
Andrew John, his shot partially blocked by Knaus.
They keep trying to go inside, but Knaus is always there for the answer.
Dillon to Elliott, to Gunther. Gunther gets whacked across the face by Durant, and Durant is going to get whistled for the personal.
St. Mary's a little out of gas, down 18 here with 2:38 to go.
Gunther at the line, Wyckoff getting set to check back in. Shot hangs on the rim, won't drop in. Gunther replaces Knaus.
Mike, I think at this point it's almost, if you're St. Mary's, it's a moral victory to keep it under 20 throughout this first half.
Gunther gets the second one down. Chaminade by 19. 2.5 left in the half. Durant with the spin move. Gives it up, McMillan. He has it stolen by Dillon. Kyle Dillon with Durant riding him up the floor, and again, Durant is going to get whistled for the personal.
When we spoke to St. Mary's coach Ira Hunt yesterday, Mike, he was talking about the large amount of positive energy that the team has had lately on their winning streak, confidence that's been. You can see that's really been taken away here, you know, very early in this game. 2 minutes left in the first half, down 20. You can see long faces on the St. Mary's sidelines.
Kyle Dillon hits them both, just a sophomore, but the leading scorer on Chaminade with almost 14 a game. Chaminade a very balanced attack on offense. Bascom hits the shot and draws the harm.
The one thing that St. Mary's has going for them is Jagger Bascom going to the basket. You'll see it here again. Does a fantastic job of taking a hit, making it. Could have made an argument there that he created the contact.
Connolly gets the foul called on him, comes out of the game. Bascom at the line for one. He puts it down. 45-27, 2:10 left in the half.
Conley with a well-deserved round of applause as he came out. Did a great job in his minutes.
Tremendous ball movement, right corner three from Gunther. That goes.
Token defense by St. Mary's. That's not going to get it done tonight.
Bascom on the drive. Stops and draws the contact. It's going on Gunther.
Chaminade doing a nice job collapsing on Bascom, but still, clock stops. He's hitting 2 free throws, trying to claw their way back into this half.
Bascom trying single-handedly to keep his team in this game as C.J. Darby checks back in for St. Mary's. Coach Hunt was talking to us about Darby and that he finally, as a senior, coming into his own a little bit.
You can see he's all about confidence as well. Steal here.
Bascom puts it in on the reverse.
Tremendous finish off that steal.
48-31, a minute and a half left in the half.
Nice rally here by St. Mary's.
Devin Dillon is hit hard on his way to the rack. Durant is going to get called for his 3rd personal.
See the great steal, Euro step, goes to the right hand. Even though he fell down, Mike, always under control as he's taking the ball to the basket. That will really translate well to the next level.
Devin Dillon, as we talked about, Mr. Do-It-All, 13.3 a game, 4 assists a game, and also a 74% free throw shooter, so obviously huge down the stretch of those games.
Free throws reminds me of almost Mark Price. For those of you who are fans of the NBA 80s and 90s, Steve Alford, couple dribbles, puts it up smooth.
Yes, for those of you wondering, Mike Gadone is an old guy, making that old school reference. Ball's knocked around underneath, and we've got contact and a whistle. It's going to go on Greg Wyckoff.
If you were a current day fan, as most people are, who would you think is a free throw expert? Anybody come to mind these days?
Bascom at the line. Gets the first one. That's hard to say. You know, there aren't many guys who shoot at that 90% anymore, Mike.
Nice to see, though, here, Bascom as well. Smooth stroke, very confident.
Knaus is back in for Chaminade as Bascom gets them both down. We approach the 1 minute to play in the first half mark. Kyle Dillon, left-hand dribble, leaves it for his brother. Shot is no good, but he does draw contact.
Tough call right there for St. Mary's. Players moving away from the basket on the drive. But Chaminade doing a fantastic job of still staying in their stuff. Keep running, not falling into the trap and trying to shoot too quickly.
C.J. Darby had it called on him. We're under a minute to play. Wyckoff is back in for Chaminade. Stanko getting set to check back in as well. Devin Dillon gets the second one down. It's an 18-point lead, 58 seconds left. If you're Coach Hunt, do you want to get a 2-for-1 here, Mike?
You definitely could, but at the same time, you've been struggling on offense. You don't want to get anything really too out of control.
McMillan, runner goes.
Probably their best ball movement in the entire half, Mike.
Down to 35 seconds left. 28 on the shot clock. Elliott thought about it, passed it up. Kyle Dillon, right wing, launches. Too strong. Back the other way is Serrano. To Durant. Trying to split defenders. Down to 10 seconds. Elliott finds Gunther. Right wing, Wyckoff for three.
Huge shot to end the half, Mike.
That's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Our score after 1 quarter of play, Chaminade 54, St. Mary's 35. We're back with halftime coverage right after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen T&D Sports Video Basketball Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice move. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Incredible pass. Johnson on the other end. And then a goal back for Farmingdale. Double comes every time Spallina beats it.
He's got to give it up. He does to his brother who scores.
Spallina to Spallina.
We have Leonetti behind her. Batika fires and a save by Bowden. Her fourth already.
Fourth in 7 minutes. And another one!
Oh my, what instincts!
And her winning score!
Gives it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Halftime here at Farmingdale State in our boys semifinal. Chaminade up on top of St. Mary's, 54-35. Mike Trez on hand, along with the coach, Mike Gadone. And Mike, let's take a look at the way that first half unfolded. We talked about Chaminade being balanced coming into this game, and balanced they were in that first half.
They sure proved it in the first half, Mike. Led by Ricky Gunther with 13 points. Devin Dillon, 12, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Brother Kyle had 10 points. Really tells the tale for them offensively. And then for St. Mary's, it's really the Jagger show. Jagger Baskin, 14, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, but really nobody else in double figures. Each time they need a basket, they're going to him. Need to step up a little bit, hit some outside shots from other people if they're going to have a chance in this second half.
What can Coach Hunt do in the second half to sort of slow down that motion offense that Chaminade has been running so well for years, going back to Coach Jim O'Brien, who was at the helm for a long time?
It's a difficult call here because you're down 19 points. To slow that offense, you have to get them in the half court. And the only way you're really going to do that is to hit some shots. And they've had a very difficult time of getting back and being able to get set because Chaminade off a defensive rebound is just really pushing. But out of a timeout, out of a ball out of bounds, just got to settle in, dig in, and almost kind of pick your poison in terms of who you're going to let shoot. But Chaminade has really done an outstanding job of finding the open man. They do something that you don't see in a lot of basketball these days. They throw a great bounce pass. Every time somebody will say to me, what's a lost art in basketball these days, I always say a bounce pass.
And for Coach Hunt, what can he do to get a couple more kids involved at the offensive end? Do you think the big kid, Darby, is an option for him in the post at all, or does he have to find offense someplace else?
Well, it's a possibility, but they tried to go inside, but each time they're met with Joe Canals, who's just a plug in there. So what they could probably do, rather than try to go up each time with the ball, work from the inside out, but get it and kick it and try to get a little ball movement. That last basket of the half, you saw them, they spread it out, they drove, they hit some passes. It was really their best offensive set of the entire half.
We've got another boys semifinal after this one. It's going to be St. Anthony's taking on St. John the Baptist. That one ought to be a barn burner as well. T&D Sports is going to have that one for you.
Another great game. I'm a little biased on that one. Coach from St. Anthony's. We go way back.
Sal Logano, NYIT guy like you and me, Mike.
Sal was the men's coach at NYIT when I was the women's coach. Don't find a better guy or a better coach, but it's nice to see, as many teams as you mentioned, Mike, 4 to 5 teams here on the top. Really, everybody kind of giving it their all. And as we mentioned in the opening, St. Anthony's took care of Chaminade last week, so anything is possible, especially on the big court.
We're going to be back with the second half and all the action right after this. This is boys semifinal action right here on T&D Sports Video, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn in by
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
You take a look at Coach Hunt of St. Mary's instructing his troops. It's been a while since St. Mary's has been on top in this division, Mike. You probably got to go back to the Tim Cluse days with Danny Green and some of those kids.
Those were some solid teams. Nice to see them here in the semis. You know, we were talking about what adjustments they can make. Really, the most important thing is they have to believe that they can get back into this game.
They trail by 19. Chaminade in the yellow uniforms. Quick drive to the basket from Dillon. He makes it count and is going to step to the line.
Tremendous drive. See here a little ball fake, crossover, help came late, made the basket. That's a great start for Chaminade.
McMillan tried to stay with him, but McMillan got left behind as Dillon completes the three-point play and puts Chaminade up by 22. Just underway here, second half.
Oh, no.
Drive by Bascom.
Got an offensive foul right there on 32, Darby.
C.J. Darby picks up the personal.
That's a tough stretch for him. This is fourth foul, Mike. 2 fouls within the first 20 seconds. You think they're going to have to pull him, but it looks like they're going to stay with him.
Here's Knaus, drains it for 3.
Give him an inch and it's in.
Chaminade up by 25. Here's Bascom on the drive, hangs on the rim, won't drop in. Dillon back the other way. Elliott for 3, yes sir.
Surprised St. Mary's isn't taking a timeout here. Looks like they're just content to play it out. Sometimes, what can you say?
Herbert to Durant, spin move, puts it up and in.
Aaron Durant with a nice move. That's a guy who's got to get going here in the second half if St. Mary's has any prayer of staying in this game.
Reverse layup from Dillon, that goes.
Chaminade once again, strong drive. St. Mary's with their heads turned, not watching the ball.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
See it here, right? Durant, nice move. Kind of smooth going to the basket right there, Mike. And you know, I said it before when we were coming out of the timeout, and right here you asked who could really step up. It's got to be, you know, Jagger Bascom can't carry the entire load. Aaron Durant was summoned yesterday when we spoke to Coach Hunt from St. Mary's that he said needed to step up and could play a huge role. He's a senior, he's a scorer, can do a little bit of everything. Anybody at this moment they'll take to step up. You can see Coach going through his play right now, probably talking a little both offense and defense, but you see Chaminade doing a great job once again, running the motion, catching St. Mary's with their heads turned, so it's either foul or layup most every time.
Coach Hunt had high words of praise for his kids, called them good kids, good players, and said that as far as the seniors, he's going to be sorry to lose some of these kids.
Yeah, they've really been a joy to coach. You hope they can mount a little bit of a comeback here. Being down so big, though, with 6.5 to go is a tall task.
Darby over to Durant. Durant looking for room. Here's Durant. A little too strong, gets his own. Puts it back up around the rim, but won't go.
All right, at least he's looking for a shot, though.
Elliott on the drive. Knaus for 3. A little too strong. Gunther with the rebound, but he traveled.
Another offensive rebound there for Chaminade.
Bascom gives off to McMillan. Launches from the free throw line, shot won't go, and is chased down by Devin Dillon. Back the other way is Ricky Gunter. Nice dish to Dillon. Banks it in.
Once again, up close scoring. They can hit from three, they can hit from inside. Another timeout, it looks like, here for St. Mary's. Gonna take another look at this one. Great push. Spread the floor, run the lane, no help whatsoever.
Chaminade up by 30. We're back after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Chaminade up 67 to 37, 5:28 left in the third. From here at Farmingdale State, Mike Trezon along with the coach, Mike Gadone, our entire T&D Sports crew. Got one more semifinal for you after this. St. Anthony's and Baptist. That should be a good one. Herbert. St. Mary's not getting the roll at all. Gunther puts it up. A little too not strong enough. Back the other way.
Another 2-on-1.
Gunther. Back the other way, McMillan. Nice feed inside to Darby. He can't get it from close range.
Darby has to be careful playing with 4 fouls. More so on the defensive end.
Elliott thought about it from deep. Instead, they get it inside. Knocked out of bounds. Stays with Chaminade. Wyckoff is back in. So is Connolly.
Expect Chaminade to go a little deeper into their bench now as time goes on with such a comfortable lead.
Chaminade misses the shot. Back the other way is Durant. Tries to get it inside. It's knocked away. Elliott to Connolly. Connolly pulls up. Pulls the trigger but can't get it down. Elliott, left wing three. Oh, yeah.
Another deep shot from the college three-point line.
Shot from the left wing is an air ball. Back the other way is Wyckoff. His drive won't go. Here's Bascom. He's stripped on his way to the basket.
Fantastic defense right there. You can tell St. Mary's has really not a lot of interest in getting back on D. Chaminade still working hard. Guys trying to earn some playing time here in the late stages of the season, trying to show maybe for next year what they can do.
Michael Weedy is into the game for Chaminade for the first time. Sophomore out of Manhasset. Back the other way. Gunther pulls up left wing for three. That's in and out. Darby with the board. Serrano, Durant. Now McMillan. Serrano tries to drive and drops it in.
One of the prettier drives of the day for Serrano and for St. Mary's. Got to get back, though.
Here's Wyckoff. Tries to dish inside. It's back the other way. Durant. Durant, nice move. He sticks it in.
St. Mary's taking advantage of a little lax calls by the ref here, being a little extra aggressive.
Nice dish inside, but Kyle Dillon couldn't hit.
Here you go, great pass to Durant. Solid Euro step move. As we mentioned, he's got to get him going, but it might be a little too late here, 72-41.
Sal Salamone into the game for Chaminade, 35. Bascom off the side of the rim, Darby boards. Puts it back up, but nowhere near good. Here's the shot from Weedy.
Boy, Chaminade, Mike, just pulls guys off the bench, put up shots.
McMillan hits the shot.
Just looks like they can pull anybody and just fill roles. That's a solid team.
Approaching the 2-minute to play mark in the third. Kyle Dillon tries the behind the back pass, it's stolen. McMillan, nice dish to Serrano, he puts it in. (75-45), Chaminade on top. Connolly straight ahead, puts it in for two. Check it, make it a three.
Yeah, yet another three for Chaminade. It's raining threes here on a beautiful day in Farmingdale.
Serrano, he hits for three.
Serrano's trying to start and find his groove here a little bit. You can see, Mike, when the shots start to fall for St. Mary's, how they were able to score 96 in their last outing against Chaminade.
Weedy on the drive, tries to put it up lefty. It's put back in by Salamone.
Nice finish by Salamone right there. All in one.
Sounds like you're stuttering when you say that.
Let's say that 3 times fast.
Serrano for three, straight ahead, no good. Salamone rips it. Back the other way is Weedy for three. Little too strong. Kept alive by Chaminade. Salamone with another offensive board to Weedy. That won't go. Wyckoff puts it back.
Wyckoff, high energy player right now. See now,
Got
Mike,
a call
that's a
underneath
play.
the basket.
Yeah, it's a solid drive right there by Bascom, but I don't know if I agree with the foul. Here you see Chaminade, offensive rebound by Wyckoff. Gathers himself. Bascom went strong to the basket, but it seems like he's really creating all the contact.
Bascom back at the line for two. Gets the first one down, rattles it home.
One thing's for sure with Bascom, he can go to the basket, and he is one heck of a free throw shooter.
Stanko is back in for Chaminade as Bascom hits a pair.
St. Mary's showing a little full court pressure.
They knock it away. Darby sends it back the other way. He's tracked down by Durant. Now to Bascom for three. Yes, sir. Now they've got Connolly tied up.
Double foul. 20. Reggie, come on. Call the first one. Call the first one.
Looks like we're going to have a double foul here. It's kind of a interesting call, to say the least. Chaminade coach Feeney kind of incredulous at that.
Reggie Spencer, one of our veteran officials with that call.
I guess they're trying to keep it clean here in the closing moments of the third quarter.
5 seconds left. Here's Weedy, nice dish inside, but they took too much time. So that's the way the third quarter is going to end, with Chaminade on top, 82-53. We'll be back with the fourth right after this on T&D Sports, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Lola's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Start of the fourth quarter here at Farmingdale State. Mike Trezor, Mike Gadone on hand with our entire T&D Sports video crew. Chaminade comfortably on top, 82-53 over St. Mary's in this boys semifinal. Got another game on tap right after this. It'll be St. Anthony's and St. John the Baptist.
One of the few bright spots in the third quarter, Mike, for St. Mary's was number 20, Cameron Serrano, came in off the bench, hit a couple of shots, gave him some energy. Chaminade, I think you're going to see a lot of guys playing in this quarter.
Chaminade's got Liam Gregory, the big kid in there, 33, 6'7".
Nice when you can bring a 6'7" kid in off the bench.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's nice.
Scramble for it on the ground. We've got a tie-up. Let's see which direction it goes. St. Mary's gets the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Chaminade.
Oh.
Everything's coming up Chaminade's way, even on the tie-up.
Winner of this game on their way to Hofstra this coming Tuesday for a final. So Chaminade, if they win and close this one out, they'll get the chance to sit and watch. Here's Gregory offensive board, and he draws the contact.
Nice job right there on the offensive board. Kept the ball high. Went up. Let's see if we can convert.
Kyle Kalubi, who just checked in for St. Mary's, is whistled for the personal, number 50.
That was another player that Coach Hunt talked to us about yesterday. Kalubi as being someone who could come in, give a little energy. Surprised it's taken this amount of time to get him in, but let's see what he can give us.
Gregory hits the first one. He'll get another. He drains that one as well.
6'7" and smooth from the line.
84-53. 7 minutes left. Straight ahead three. Bascom, he nails it.
Bascom not backing off.
Salamone looking inside to Stanko. Here's Weedy for three. Breakfast of champions.
Weedy definitely had his Wheaties this morning. I'm sure he's heard that 1,000 times. But nice stroke by the young men.
McMillan on the drive, puts it up. Gregory with the board. Connolly on the drive, leaves it off. Salamone. Now Stanko left wing three. Oh, yeah!
Everyone very excited for the young man to hit that three.
Chaminade up by 34 as Durant drives inside.
It's an interesting time for Chaminade, Mike. You have some guys who haven't played much. You want them to score. You also want to run through your stuff, be solid.
Gregory picks up his first personal. Durant at the line. Back rims the first one. As into the game for Chaminade, number 20, Ian Lawrenson. Durant good on 1 of 2. 90-57. Lawrenson gets it inside. Gregory pumps it back outside. Salamone. To
Nice
Gregory.
dish.
Lefty layup goal.
Nice dish to the big man.
Back the other way is Bascom. 2 fouls on Liam Gregory.
Very impressed with Liam Gregory. Each time he gets his hands on the ball, Smooth finisher. He gets back on defense well.
Bascom can't hit the first. Gregory, a junior, so I have a feeling he's going to earn himself some additional time next season. Bascom good on 1 of 2. 92-58, 5:50 left in the game. As we've got a travel call, it's going to send it back over to St. Mary. Right elbow shot. That's no good. From Dylan Shaw. Bascom draws contact. Foul goes on Lawrenson. That's his first. Bascom once again back at the free throw line.
Game getting a little sloppy now. One of the few misses for Bascom on the day. Tough game to finish out, but it's nice to see guys who have worked all season getting a little time here on the big stage at Farmingdale. You know, Mike, these guys are playing all summer together. A lot of AAU. Been practicing on and off in some way, shape, or form since school started in earnest since, you know, November. That's a long time when you think about it.
Chaminade turns it over. St. Mary's back with possession. Durant. Nice dish inside. Darby.
Come on, big fella. There we
Darby
go.
puts it home.
Good to see him get one down.
As you mentioned, Mike, play getting very sloppy now at both ends.
Yeah, it's tough, because especially for the officials. You know, you want to keep the game clean. Got to be careful.
Brendan Midacek is now in for St. Mary's, number 4. Lorenzen on the drive. Nice dish to Gregory.
Not an expert on a lot of things, Mike, but I can tell you I was very familiar with this time in game when I was playing in college. I was lucky enough to play at Malloy. Very rarely saw the court, but this was the time that I was in and tried to make the most of my my minutes. As you see, C.J. Darby fouls out. Tough day for him today, but nice to see him get a bucket before the end. But yeah, I'm making light of it. This is a tough time. Everybody's trying their best. They want to make an impression. You're going to dive on the floor. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
I think it's safe now, Mike, to talk about Chaminade moving on to the next round where they'll face either Baptist or St. Anthony's.
Would be interesting to see a rematch with St. Anthony's coming off that loss.
Lorenzen stops and banks it in.
As you mentioned, the game's going to be at Hofstra. That'll add a whole nother element to it as well.
And we got to give our man John Santa Maria a pop. He'll be on the mic that night.
Nice to see the Spot On Sports guys getting a little love.
Wholesale substitutions now for Chaminade. Bascom back at the line. Can't hit the first. Layden, Pendergast, Courtney, and Forgione all in for Chaminade.
Fortunately, I don't have the stat in front of me, Mike, but I would say it's pretty safe to say Jagger Bascom's probably up almost near 20 free throw attempts tonight. Can't fault him. He's giving it his all. He's taking the ball to the basket anytime he can. You can see fatigue starting to set in a little bit.
Here's a takeaway. Durant pops it in. Layden on the dribble. gives it off to Prendergast. Lawrenson has it poked away from behind.
Lawrenson showing his ability. Quick off the dribble.
Mom Point was the player with quick hands. Left corner jumper from Forgione is no good, but Chaminade controls. Durant stepped on the line, back over to Chaminade.
Tough ask for Forgione there to hit that shot. Been sitting a while, comes in, but a nice stroke. You can see these guys work on their shots. Everybody feels comfortable. Three-point line.
Serrano's back in for St. Mary's. We're under 4 minutes to play. Prendergast drives, nice dish inside, and the contact is drawn by Courtney.
Once again, fantastic screen and roll. No shots there, which I think the refs might have a 5 o'clock tea time somewhere. I jest, but looked like a shooting foul for missing.
Durant on the drive, tries the alley-oop. Ball's knocked loose, back the other way, Chaminade. Blocked by Bascom. Stays with Chaminade.
Nice defensive effort there. No quitting, Jagger Bascom.
Talk about a 5 o'clock tea time. I got a 5 o'clock D time, which is dinner. If you're listening, honey, hold it for me, please. Nice drive. Put in by Layden.
Boy, you got to give these kids from Chaminade a lot of credit. Every single one of them comes in, runs their system perfectly, knows their role.
What a drive by Bascom. He can't get it down, though. Back the other way, Chaminade. Again, they bank it in. Serrano for three. He hits.
Serrano showing his stuff.
Here's Bascom. He banks it in. 99-69. Chaminade looking for the century mark. Out of bounds, back over to St. Mary's. You mentioned, Mike, all these kids come in, they know exactly how to run these drills. This is just like practice, as Durant puts it in.
I never quite understand, though, when you're down 30, why you all of a sudden now you press. But that's another conversation for another day.
Here's Courtney. Left wing three goes.
And to your point, Mike, guy comes off the bench, drills a three.
2 minutes left. Count that basket and the foul. Chaminade is across the 100-point mark.
And this is a team that doesn't press, doesn't trap, at least consistently, and is over 100 points. Really very impressive.
Herbert completes the three-point play. 102-74, under 2 minutes to play. Forgione thought about it, backed it out. Prendergast. Across, Forgione for three, no good. Tipped around underneath, Serrano controls. Good ball movement underneath, and it's put home by McMillan.
Nice finish.
Got a whistle, it stops play.
Credit St. Mary's, though, still playing hard on the defensive end.
Here's Serrano. He puts it in.
Serrano's had himself a nice little game here today, Mike.
I believe they should have gotten him involved a little bit more earlier in the game. Here's Prendergast. His shot's no good. Back the other way. Here comes Bascom. Lays it in.
This is the pad the stats time, but yeah, Serrano, sophomore, bright future for him.
Under a minute left to play. Lorenzen gets doubled, dribbles away from it to Prendergast. Layden looks around, gives it up, Lorenzen. That's off the rim from Courtney. Herbert. Yes, sir. 102-82.
Shot clock is off. Chaminade probably just happy to dribble it out here.
Down to 10 seconds.
Congratulations, Chaminade, moving on to the final well-earned win today.
Chaminade victorious, 102-82 in this semifinal game. They will move on to Hofstra Tuesday night, where they will take on the winner of this evening's third game. That'll be St. Anthony's against St. John the Baptist.
You know, Mike, two interesting games today. Our first one, Sacred Heart and St. Mary's. We were figuring that was going to be probably a blowout, and we had a close game, but a 10-point win, upset for Sacred Heart, which was wonderful for them. And then today we were figuring this was going to be the close one, a track meet up and back, but really Chaminade asserted their dominance early in this game, and it was kind of academic, you know, beyond halftime.
And we talked about balance for Chaminade, such a balanced attack for them offensively, whereas St. Mary's was kind of a one-man wrecking crew with Jagger Bascom, the kid doing most of the damage.
Yeah, Coach Hunt from St. Mary's said, you know, they needed shots to fall. That's how they stayed close with them the last time. And you can see he had a couple of shots gone earlier in the game. Maybe it's a closer game, but Chaminade would not be denied tonight. Played spectacular half-court offensive basketball, made St. Mary's make and take tough shots, and really ran away with it early.
And that's going to do it from here at Farmingdale State, where once again our final score, Chaminade 102, St. Mary's 82. Mike and I will be with you Friday night from Holy Trinity for girls state finals, but we've got another boys semifinal coming your way in just a couple minutes. Mike and I will step aside and make room for the young broadcasters. In the meantime, we want to tell you that our producer director is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie, the genius, Burkhardt. Our camera operators, Dave, Camera One Stempel, and Matt Facetta. For everyone here at T&D, including my partner, the coach, Mike Gadone, this is Mike Trezor thanking you for watching. We'll be back with you in 30 minutes.